Hello, it's Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter here. You haven't seen me for a few weeks because I've been poorly. The last time that you saw me, I had problems with my voice and I had to put subtitles on. Well, that loss of voice turned into a very nasty chest infection that I needed antibiotics and steroids for, and it's lasted about 5 weeks. Today has been the first day that I've been out shopping, and I've been in Chester city centre in my wheelchair, and I have really struggled with my muscles today, especially my core muscles, but I am getting my strength back. I have been into some of the charity shops and found some finds. The shops are starting to get summer dresses. There's not a lot of cotton around. There's an awful lot of mixed blends, but I managed to find some dresses, some linen items, some broderie anglais, and then some 100% men's cotton shirts. And I'm going to share with you in this video what I found today. Now you can see behind me my storage is pretty full, to be honest. So I'm just topping up my stash. I am in the middle of a lot of projects, including the Project Linus quilts and the pink one, square one, that I was in the middle of is looking at me on my hand-cranked Singer sewing machine. So that'll be the first thing that I start to finish this weekend. It's all a little bit physical for me yet, so I'm probably going to be sitting unpicking for the next few nights, just while I start to get my strength back and my core muscles up to speed. So let me share with you here what I found today. And these are in Chester city centre charity shops. I found the same dress twice in two different sizes and two different colourways. The first is this orange colour, coral colour. It's by F&F for Tesco with pom-poms round the top. And the main thing about this dress is that it's linen. There are no pockets. I don't actually think there are. Yeah, there's a small dart underneath the arm, but it's basically two pieces of fabric sewn together. A lot of linen in there, and I was delighted because I found the orange one first, and then I found one that'll actually fit me. So I'm not going to cut it up. Let me show you that one. Not only is it the same dress, but this one is as new because it's still got the tags on, and this one's a fuchsia pink. This is in a size that's going to fit me. It was £25 new and I paid £11 for it. And you're going to see me over the summer wearing these because these are brilliant, comfortable dresses for sitting and sewing when I'm on my couch. I love that. This was actually a little bit of a find. It looks a little bit like a nightie, doesn't it? It's quite a rare find now because British Home Stores, the BHS label, closed, it's got to be a good decade ago now. So it's actually quite rare to find British Home Store clothes. And this was a lovely dress at one time. The reason I bought this one is because it's linen. It's a very pale pink linen. It's in sections down the front, and then again down the front there's sequin detail and beading detail that I'll leave alone. I'll leave that section as it is. It's just V-neck. Don't even think there's darts in it. There are a few spaghetti straps, and on the back it's sort of fit and flare with a seam here to unpick, but there's a lot of fabric in that dress. As you can see, those A-line shaping there. There isn't much in the sleeves, is there? But the bargain of this was that it was on offer. So I've got all that linen for £4, and I'm really delighted with that find. I hadn't noticed that mark on it, but that doesn't really matter. It'll either wash out or I'll cut that out. Doesn't really look much on the hanger, but once it's washed and ironed and starched, this is going to look really crisp. This is a dress by two at Sainsbury's, and I bought it because it's broderie anglais, and the broderie anglais changes at various points going down the dress. I'll show you the back of it. I think there's a dart at the side. Yeah, on the back there's a yoke across and then darts down it. But there's actually quite a lot of broderie anglais there. And the other thing about this dress is it's fully lined. So that was very well worth spending the money for £6. And I just couldn't help but like the fabric on this. It reminds me of Forget-Me-Nots, to be honest, now I look at it from a distance. This is a little dress, simple, unlined cotton dress from George at Asda. It's still got the tags on it. And I just loved the fabric. There are darts under the sleeves, a round neck. Look at the great colour combinations in it. And on the back there's a side zip and then two darts to unpick. That really reminds me of Forget-Me-Nots. So I think if I was going to do anything for somebody who had dementia, that would be my go-to fabric. I love that, don't you? In the ladies section, it's always worth looking out for linen trousers. And this is a real good example of a simple pair of full-length ladies' trousers with a waist, a few buttons and a long belt. Now sometimes the linen is a linen blend, and that's exactly what this is. It's beautifully soft, and I've got an idea of where I can use that in my quilting. Into the men's section then. This is the first of 4 shirts that I found. This one is linen. And it's a bit of an unusual colour combination. It's like a duck egg blue and brown, but it's going to be low volume and it's linen. So I thought that would mix in really well with other fabrics. I don't think the buttons are anything to write home about. There's a little bit of blue denim around the collar and the yoke. And the back is unremarkable, but when you take that apart, there's a lot of linen fabric there, and that'll be a really good mixer in with other fabrics. Now, I recognised the design of this fabric by this shirt designer, Simon Carter, I think it is, because I've used it in a different quilt. But when I went in closely to look at this one, there is a difference, and this is why I bought this for the fabric. And if we go in closely, you can see that on the branches there are tiny birds, and I just thought that was delightful. So it's going to be a repeating pattern. The pattern that I already have is this this background pattern without the birds. I might still have some of that left too. Let me show you the back. Yeah, the back is a yoke and then a really generous fat quarter there. I think there's about half a yard or 3/4 of a yard of fabric in that shirt, and I'll tell you how much I paid for it. Let me just go in again at the back. See how nice this really is. Look at those birds, aren't they beautiful? Yeah, the shirt is by Simon Carter and I paid £6 for it at the British Heart Foundation. This one doesn't look very exciting, does it? But I bought it because it's a really good mixer, because it's a purple stripe and I can always make jolly good use of that. Okay, it's short sleeves, but it was on offer. It was 25% off today. And again, the back is unremarkable. And my last man's shirt is this one. Now, it's actually quite unremarkable as a shirt. It's Primark It's slim fit, it's long sleeves. The reason that I bought it was because of the pattern and the colour. It's a maroon with a really nice little design in that's going to mix in really well with other fabrics. Once you've taken apart a shirt, you know, it doesn't really matter what make it was. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this shirt for £3.50. And I think I'll be able to use that in quite a number of quilts. So just to prove that it fits, here's the pink. It looks coral in this colour. I'm definitely not wearing the size 14. This is definitely my size. It fits and it's comfortable, so I'm definitely not going to cut it up. Right, that's my shopping haul for today. Come back and join me for some more sewing. I'm probably going to be picking it up again at the weekend. For now, I need to sit in my comfy chair, take some more painkillers, and just sit and unpick. I've got quite a lot to do, haven't I? When you're in the charity shops, look out for ladies' dresses, cottons, linens, broderie anglais. Particularly look for those that have got cotton lining, and look out for ladies' linen trousers. I feel that there's going to be a linen quilt coming on somewhere. I've got to watch a little bit more of Cathy Martin of Catbird Quilts for the linen. This is Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter. Come back and see me soon, won't you? I'm glad I've got my voice back, aren't you? Ta-da!